welcome to a very special favorite of friends here on How To Cooking. I'm Michael Webb, and today I'm preparing a dish that my best friend requested every year that I make for him. That was Stephen Lopez. He passed away this past October. So today I'm making this in memory of him. I was on the phone earlier today with Jenny McCullough in Ireland, another dear best friend. And she was all happy that I was making this squirrel and sausage gravy with Stephen. I'm letting her know, and you know, when I say I'm making it with Stephen, he's here watching over spiritually. I have some of his ashes. I'm not putting any of that in the gravy. It would make it way too salty knowing Stephen. Earlier today on the Next Door Neighbor app, there was a lot of talk about electricity bills. People's bills have doubled and tripled. I don't see this going away in the near future, so if you're not a fan of squirrel, you might want to become. It's a very sustainable meat, as we've seen after the hurricanes with all the trees gone and stuff. They didn't even have a place to get out of the rain, but they're back in full force, so the squirrel is very tenacious. If you think squirrels are too cute to eat, check out my other YouTube channel. There's a video on there of Jada, our Princess Dynamite, in squirrel. It gives you the other side and the truth behind the squirrel, so you might not be as leery to eat them just because they're cute. My veggies are prepared. My garlic, about 3 cloves. I have some of it chopped and then some of it just sliced. I really like garlic. Very good for you, very good for the immune system. And if you put enough, it's very effective birth control too. The onion, about 2 cups, about a cup of bell pepper, or 1 large bell pepper, 2 small to medium onions. I also chop those large. I don't chop them up fine. We want chunks of vegetable in here, so that's how I do this. You may chop yours up finer. I don't think it'll really affect it. Stephen and I always differed on the size of the cut for the sausage to put in the gravy. He liked it thinner with a bite, bite size for every bite of rice and gravy and squirrel, and traditionally I think the Louisiana style is a little bit bigger chunks, maybe even bigger than that for a sausage gravy. So I do both when I put it in there, so that we were both happy when we. I'm gonna try to not crack so many stupid, corny jokes, especially about the sausage. They're the worst. Turnips I'm doing to go with it. Turnip goes great with squirrel because of the sweetness of it. But I'm like my mother. I like my vegetables as are. I can sit there and eat raw turnips. So typically I would just basically blanch them. We don't cook them down too much. But since my son is eating this stuff, I'm going to cook them down a little bit further. I'm going to cover them with some salted water, bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to turn it off. All right, It's time to turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. Anybody out there know where the first sausage was cooked? In Greece. Or so you know how to make a sausage roll? You push it down a hill. Be careful with your gravy. My first wife, at Thanksgiving, I spilt gravy and she started screaming bloody murder at me. That's when I knew it was all over. The gravy was all over. Well, my best buddy's back from his mother's, so I've got my dynamic duo here tonight as my taste testers. We've got Princess Dynamite and my Huddy Buddy, so let's see what they think. What was that, a turnip? How are the turnips?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Try that squirrel.
That's pretty good.
Really? You like it? Thumbs up is as good as always. I think that was the best batch of deboned squirrel I've ever made.